Hey guys, it's Drac, and this is of course the Accustrike dart that I acquired in New York. It imparts spin while flying and is a very, very cool dart. So there's three things that I'm going to do in this video. First, I'm going to give you an accurate weight of the dart compared to the most obvious competition being an elite dart, another elite dart for the sake of consistency, but this one is absolutely brand new and this one is fired maybe once or twice, and then a suction cup elite dart. And so I'm going to weigh it, then I'm going to fire it a few times to get a much more accurate representation using not only modified blasters, but also a variety of other kinds of blasters to really get a feel for like how accurate it is. Now I know that scientific method-wise, this is not a perfect system because there's only one of these, so I can't really average that way. I'm going to have to get multiple trials by repetition with the same sample, and I get that. I'm an engineer, but this is the best that we can do with what we have. And then to finish the video off, I'm actually going to be very, very sad because I will be destroying my Accustrike dart to let you know what it looks like inside. So to begin, let's tear our micro scale. Alright, so we are zeroed out. We're going to start with an elite dart. This is in ounces. We want to switch it to grams. There we go. And that's 0.99 grams for the elite dart. Then we'll do the elite suction dart. We'll lay them all down the same way, try and find their point of balance. Suction dart actually weighs a little bit less, go figure, at 0.95, or it decided on 6 instead. Then we'll do the white elite for kind of a baseline, see if we get around the same. And that's 0.97, so we've got 9.6, 9.9, and 9.7. Now let's try the thing that we really care about, which is the Accustrike dart. A lot of people think this is going to weigh more. And more by a significant figure. That's interesting. So I was bouncing between 106 and 107, but that's 1.06 or 7 or 8. This is not a perfect scale, guys, but we'll go with 7, I guess. So that is significantly heavier than the other darts, at least by one standard deviation, I believe. That's just my guess here, but very, very interesting. Let's take it outside and fire it. Alrighty guys, for my first test I'm going to be using the Death Dealer CS Infinity. I'm going to dispense with the clip entirely and do all hand loading. I'll be firing 10 times with the dart that I think is most directly comparable to the Accustrike dart, which is the Elite Suction Cup dart. I'm going to use the same dart each time to try and replicate the Accustrike as closely as I can. I'm standing in the same place, I'm the same person firing, and I'm firing at cups that are going to be set up in the same place in the same way. Now the goal here is to aim for the highest cup and then move our way down. That would be 10 shots if I hit everything perfectly, and if not, I will reset the cups and aim once again for that top cup each time. Now the hope here is that we can establish that the Accustrike dart at close, more like engagement ranges here, is in fact better, and then afterwards we'll fire each dart downrange and just see which one goes further, because the Accustrike dart, in my opinion, does not fly as far. So here we go. Same test, Accustrike dart. Interesting, because the Accustrike line so far is all springers. This being, in my opinion, the finest springer around. Fires lower. So the Accustrike dart is definitely more accurate, either that or I got significantly better at shooting cups in the span of about, I guess, 10 minutes? Hard to say, but I'll hand load both of these and fire them flat for range just to see what we're working with. I even have an elite dart down here in the bottom that I can use, so we'll hand load all three. I'll actually come out here, so we're firing from the same position in the same direction at the same elevation. Alrighty. Flat shot. Accustrike dart next. There's so many darts out here, hopefully we can find everything. There's our Accustrike shot, and then here's a genuine, or genuine, depending upon region, Nerf elite dart. Okay, let's see what we have to work with. So, the first dart, oh yeah, this test is awful because there are so many darts out here. Here's the Accustrike dart. I felt like this went much further, but apparently only a little bit further, and then this one is right around the same area, unless there's another one. Hey, I've been doing a pretty good job of cleaning up out here. All three darts were in roughly the same location. Let's, we'll fire from here using the fence as a level, and just see. All of them should make it to the wall, but that's as fine a test as any. So we'll do elite first. Aim roughly forward. Ooh, way less. Huh, okay. So I am comfortable saying that the Accustrike darts have more accuracy, but less range. Particularly at like regular Nerf engagement distances. Let's go grab Sanguine and see how they perform out of a modified flywheel, particularly one designed with a Snickers cage to induce spin. Hopefully that agrees with the Accustrike dart. So I'm actually not going to bother doing any sort of standard for this test just because frankly I'm sweating bullets, and if you don't trust me watching a video this long, we have bigger problems. So I know very well how the Sanguine performs, and I'm just going to fire it, and hopefully this performance is excellent, better than it is with regular elites. I know very intimately how well this blaster performs with Accu darts, and if this is better, I'll let you know. If not, or if it's more or less the same, that is equally interesting to me, because I don't really want to buy a whole bunch more Accustrike darts if I don't have to. Wow. Woo! Alrighty guys, so, I mean, I'm never using anything else in Sanguine ever. Like, just laser beams. The impact and the accuracy cannot go underestimated. Like, this is just a terrifying combo. Super duper cool. Wow. Sadly, it does look like the the dart does get worn after prolonged play. I mean, I've shot it a good 100 times now. It's no wonder that it's a little worn. And the Snickers flywheel seem to be impacting the head just a little bit, but not the end of the world. Let's cut it open, see what's inside. It's about time, right? Woo, so, you know I like you because this is my new favorite thing, and now, for the sake of everybody's knowledge and enjoyment, I'm going to kill it on camera. So, if you like Nerf blasters and haven't already subscribed to the channel, come on, help a guy out, because this guy is dying for you. So first I want to cut this open. This is a Accu dart. I already know what the insides of all of these look like. except for the Accustrike dart. I don't think anybody outside of Hasbro knows what an Accustrike dart looks like inside. But as you can see, the foam comes around a tip like this. This is actually my favorite knockoff dart. This is a Accu dart. I'll put a link to these in the description box below. They're very cheap on eBay, and that's why they're my favorite. It's because they are super duper cost efficient. Now this is a regular Elite dart. I'm going to set the foam for this one aside on purpose because I want to check something within reason. So you can see that the glue is very good on the Elite dart because it wouldn't come off, but it's got kind of a hard rubbery plastic tip inside there, and then the compressible rubber tip at the very top. So we'll set that aside, but that goes there, and then this is the inside of an Elite suction cup, which is the most accurate ammo, in my opinion, up until this guy came along. And so again, we'll peel this away, and you can see it's a little bit different from the regular Elite dart. It does not have that different polymer for the inner core. It's got a slightly longer, but made of the same rubberized material tip here. And now, for the moment of sacrifice, we have this poor Accustrike dart. It got fired so many times, and now it's dead. Alright, so that is a little bit surprising. It is really, really well glued. Hopefully that's consistent throughout and not just unique to this one sample I happen to have. Everything else peeled out. This one does not want to. I'm like having to twist and destroy the foam. But you can see that it's all made of this same plastic. It is solid. It's not nearly as compressible. Again, this kind of squishes at the top. It's got that air hole going through to the compressible compartment. This is solid throughout. The inner core of this goes all the way through down to the bottom, but it's a little bit longer than the Elite dart, and all made of the same rubberized polymer. And then of course the head has this kind of base plate that it's built on or injection molded into, however you want to go about that. But I did want to do a quick comparison weighing just the tips of just the tip. Hashtag just the tip. Oh no. Can't say anything on YouTube anymore, guys. But here's the head of this dart. The Elite dart comes in at 0.70. Sig figs are important, guys. The suction cup comes in at 0.66. A little demonic, explains why it's so spicy. And then this guy comes in at 0.78, which leads me to believe that even though it's heavier, obviously, as a complete dart, the head is the reason for that. It's not the foam, which means that it's actually more front heavy. The center of balance is further forward on the Accustrike dart than your traditional dart. And then I was going to measure these just for fun to make sure that they're similar, because I feel like they should be. And so there's the body of the Elite dart is 0.28, and the body of the Accustrike dart, even though it's a different color, is 0.28. So that wraps up the testing phase, but don't you guys want to know how to get your own Accustrike blasters, not just the darts, but the blasters as well? And wouldn't it be nice to get them early and for free? Well, boy do I have some news for you on how to do that. Alrighty guys, so here's the deal, and it's really cool. Accustrike blasters and darts are going to be leaked on NerfPerks.com. Now, I've talked about NerfPerks.com before. I've even given you a special link that you can click on to get bonus points when you sign up, but they're going to be leaked on NerfPerks.com as rewards, so in theory you're spending points on them and not money, before they're ever going to be released to retailers. Now that is really, really cool, because it means that fans of the product will get it before the mass market, which is awesome for guys like us. I'm really excited about it, and I've been saving my points, but Hasbro's also kind of testing me in a way, and they're doing that by giving me a special code to give to you. So it's LordDrac 2016, all one word, all lowercase, and that's a special promotional code, which means that you don't enter it where you'd enter a UPC, but instead you enter it in that tiny little URL underneath, or the hyperlink rather, underneath the UPC button on the main page of the NerfPerks page. And that's going to be good for free points to get you well on your way to the Accustrike line. I'm also positive that they're using that to track how many of my viewers actually care about NerfPerks. So if you are using NerfPerks, enjoy your free points. If you're not using NerfPerks, sign up. Use the code. It's good for both existing users and new users. And I would love to just prove to Hasbro that my viewers totally like the free stuff and that they listen to me. That would be cool. Full disclosure, I get paid nothing depending upon how many of you click on the link. In fact, I'll probably never even know how many of you click on the link, because that's kind of how Hasbro is with their super secret data gathering information and whatnot. But I think that it would be neat if my viewers represent the highest population of people using the promo code. So that would be really, really cool. Help me out, help yourself out, get some free codes, and hope you guys also get Accustrike blasters early, because I am planning on redeeming as soon as they hit the NerfPerks website. I have about 6,000 NerfPerks points signed up, and I'm hoping that's enough for an Alpha Hawk. Until then, much love, Nerf on, Drac out. Hope you guys enjoyed this very extensive look at my poor and dead Accustrike dart. Sleep now, tiny dreamer.